Hello children and welcome back to another class of computer education. Up until now, you were learning about the rules of the lab and you have also done a worksheet on the same. This is part of your theory class. Now we are moving to a practical lesson. When it comes to practical, you have to be better acquainted with the computer, how it works, its different parts, and their functions. This class will be about that. We start right at the beginning with switching on the computer. The first button that we switch on is that of the UPS. In other words, the uninterrupted power supply. This is usually an additional part in the computer lab which might not be there in your own home. After switching on the UPS and once the light turns green, we switch on the CPU or the Central Processing Unit. Here again we see a light glowing. The monitor usually is on and will come a glow after this step. The operating system in our computers in school will open to this page where you have to log in using a password. Remember, passwords are case sensitive. That is, if it is in capital, you must type in capital, and if it is in small, you have to type it in that way. So suppose my password is the word password itself and it is all in small. So I will type PASSWORD and click enter. Once we have typed in the password, the next screen which comes is the desktop. Over here you can see the taskbar has the start icon. There are many other icons on the desktop screen. And here you can click on the icons which are either pinned to the taskbar or on the desktop to open different kinds of files. In this session, you will be working on any one of these two files. That is, the Word file with the W icon or the Paint file which has a palette as the icon. These icons are usually pinned to the taskbar and you can click to access these files, or you can access them from the desktop screen. This is what the pages on each of the files look like. The first image is a Word document opened and the second image is of an MS Paint document. You will be working on these during the course of this year. But this is just an example to show you what the screens look like. Once you have finished working on your documents, you will be closing the documents. And in case you are the last person working on the computer for the day, you should be knowing how to shut it down. You have to go to the Start menu at the bottommost left-hand corner of your screen and click on Start. After that, you will be getting option for shutdown, clicking which will allow you to switch off your machine. Here is an image to help you understand better. This is a screenshot of my desktop. Here I have done a right click on the mouse on my start menu, and I got the series of options beginning with programs and features and coming down to search, run, shutdown and desktop. When I put my cursor over the shutdown option, I get a few more options like sign out, sleep, shutdown and restart showing on my screen. I take my cursor to the shutdown and click on it. Usually a click refers to left click. Only in some cases do we use a right click. So once I click on it, I get further options and this helps me to shut down my computer. If you, however, choose to do a right click, you will come to this screen and you can click on the shutdown button, which gives the following options: sleep, shutdown, restart. You can click on shutdown and this will help you to shut down your computer. This window is also asking what do you want the computer to do, and you can see the shutdown option is there. If you want to shut down, you have to click on OK, and after this the computer will be shut down. If you click on cancel, it will not shut down your computer. Another easy way to switch off your computer is to click Alt F4. Check in your keyboard. You have the Alt button, and holding on to it, pressing it, you have to click on F4. These are keys, the F series, right on top of your keyboard. You have to click on Alt, hold it and press F4, and the turn off computer option comes in front of you. Clicking on turn off will ensure that your computer gets turned off. After your monitor is switched off, you will see the CPU automatically turns off. You do not have to switch the button on the CPU anymore, but the UPS switch will still be blinking. It will be on and it will be green, so you have to switch it off. So remember, when you are switching off your computer after shutting down, you will only switch off the UPS. You will not touch the CPU at this point. Let us revise all that we have learnt so far. So right in the beginning, you will wait for instructions given by your teacher. Do not start off on your own. Next, you should not rush. You cannot hurry and work your way through switching on or switching off the computer. Wait for the light to appear. In case you are switching on the UPS, it has to turn green, and after that the CPU light will also be on. Only after all of it is switched on properly will the monitor come on. Typing the password carefully also is important. The passwords, as you remember, are case sensitive, so you have to type in either small or capital depending on what your password is. You have to be gentle with the mouse. Be careful of the wires, you should not be pulling them, and also be delicate on the keyboard. Do not type fast, as this will lead to errors. Lastly, always ask your teacher if you are not sure about something. Remember, there is no shame in admitting your mistake. or asking for help. You can also help your friends by repeating the teacher's instructions, but not by doing their work. Remember the rules of the lab when you are working in the computer lab. Now that you have learned how to switch on and switch off a computer, try practicing at home. And when we meet in the lab next time, I'm sure you will be able to do it all by yourself. Happy learning, and continue following your computer classes by doing the practicals in your own home computers or laptops.